Social Audit. Social audit is a process in which details of the resource, both financial and non-financial, used by public agencies for development initiatives are shared with the people, often through a public platform. Social audits allow people to enforce accountability and transparency, providing the ultimate users an opportunity to scrutinize development initiatives. Identification of facilitators for facilitating the community to take up social audit activity. The DRPs will be selected from available list of pool of resource persons, PRP, of APRLP, few committed NGOs having experience of respective departmental programs, and 2 to 3 youth members from each village where social audit is supposed to be done for different programs. Training to the identified facilitators. Decide the villages and services for social audit. Gathering all relevant records and registers and providing at social audit venue and other records from Program Officer under Right to Information Act, RTI. Fixing date, time and venue for conducting social audit.
మన జాతీయ ఉపాధి హామీ చట్టం సెక్షన్ 17 కింద మన మల్కాపూర్ గ్రామం నందు సామాజిక తనిఖీ కార్యక్రమం నిర్వహించబడుతుందండి.
A conventional financial audit focuses on financial records and their scrutiny by an external auditor following financial accountancy principles, whereas the concept of social audit is more comprehensive, having a greater scope than that of traditional audit. Social audits are aimed at promoting the following norms in public matters: awareness, participation, consultation and consent, transparency, accountability, redressal, capacity building to conduct social audit by the community itself. Public assembly where all the details of a project are scrutinized. Registration of families. Door-to-door enumeration by Gram Panchayats to list out the eligible adult members for registration.
మీ ఇంటికి వచ్చి పేర్లు రాయించుకోరా? ఎంతమంది పేర్లు రాయించుకోరు? పనిచేసేటోళ్ళేనా? ఇద్దరు పేర్లు వచ్చినాయిగా, ఇద్దరు పనికి వస్తారా? ఓకే, రైట్.
Initial registration shall be carried out at a special Gram Sabha. Public reading of list of all registered households and list of registered adults in each registered household at Gram Sabha. Receipt of registration will be given to the registered person or family.
మీకు జాబ్ కార్డ్ ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు మళ్ళీ మీకు రసీదు ఇచ్చిరా?
Final list will be put up for public display at the Gram Panchayat office. Distribution of job cards. Job card should be issued within 15 days of registration.
జాబ్ కార్డ్ మీకు ఎన్ని రోజులు ఇచ్చిరని రామా?
List of job cards should be put up on the Gram Panchayat office.
జాబ్ కార్డ్స్ ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళకు ఎవరెవరికైతే ఇచ్చినామో వాళ్ళ డీటెయిల్స్ మొత్తం F26 అనేది ఈ ఫామ్ లో ఈ బుక్ లో మన అందరి పేర్లు రిజిస్టర్ చేస్తారన్నట్టు ఇందులో. ఇది గ్రామ పంచాయతీ ఆధ్వర్యంలో ఉంటది.
File containing photocopies of all job cards should be available in the Gram Panchayat office. Job card should be issued free of cost.
ఈ జాబ్ కార్డ్ ఇష్టప్పుడు మీ దగ్గర వాళ్ళ దగ్గర తీసుకుంటా ఏం తీసుకోలే కదా.
Anyone who has not received job card.
ఇట్లాంటి జాబ్ కార్డు రాని వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు అవలనా? అందరికి వచ్చినాయా?
Receipt of work applications. Workers should be given dated receipts for their applications for work. Work should be given to worker within 15 days from the date on which work is requested.
పని కోసం దరఖాస్తు పెట్టుకున్నాక ఎన్ని రోజులలో పని కల్పించిరమ్మా? 15 రోజులలో పని కల్పించిరా?
List of work allotment should be put up on the Panchayat notice board. Unemployment allowance for those who have not been provided work. Any complaints about the receipt of work applications, the allotment of work, and the payment of unemployment allowance. 33% quota for women should be satisfied in the allotment of work. The roster based on the date of application received being followed for the allocation of work. Those who are allocated work outside the 5-kilometer radius being given a transport and living allowance equal to 10% of the minimum wage. Preparation of shelf of projects and selection of sites. The shelf of projects or works to be taken up should be determined by the Gram Sabha. The technical estimate should be prepared in consultation with the residents of the village. The sanctioned amount and the amount spent on each shelf of work should be read out aloud in the Gram Panchayat area.
జాతీయ ఉపాధి హామీ పథకంలో 2007-2008లో సంవత్సరంలో మన మల్కాపూర్ గ్రామంలో 40 పనులు గుర్తించాము. ఈ 40 పనుల గుర్తించిన వాటిలో ఇవి చెప్తున్నా. ఎల్లమ్మ గుడి నుండి జాలగుండ్ల వరకు రోడ్డు నిర్మాణం 1,58,616 రూపాయలు. తుర్క చెరువు నుండి దుర్గమ్మ గుడి వరకు 1,74,606 రూపాయలు. ఊట చెరువు కాల్వ కట్టు కాల్వ 1,32,510 రూపాయలు. తుర్క చెరువు పూటిక తీసినవి 6,40,512.
The Gram Panchayat board should be updated with a list of works and painted on it. Development and approval of technical estimates and issuance of work order. A technical estimate must be carried out with the involvement of the local people. The technical estimate must be put to the Gram Sabha for approval. A people-friendly format must be simple and easily understood by the people. This format must be put on public display so that people can access this information and understand the details of the work. Allotment of work to individuals. Maintain a work allocation register for public scrutiny at the Gram Panchayat office.
జాతీయ గ్రామీణ ఉపాధి హామీ పథకంలో ఊర చెరువు కట్టుకాలువ పనిచేయడం జరిగింది. దీని టెక్నికల్ శాంక్షన్ ఎంత అంటే 1,87,650 రూపాయలు వచ్చేసి దీంట్లో పని చేసిన కూలీల సంఖ్య 46 మంది. మొత్తం పని దినాలు 309. దీని ఖర్చు వచ్చేసి 23,470 రూపాయలు ఖర్చు అయింది. సత్యలక్ష్మి వచ్చి అన్ని కరెక్టేనేమో చూడు.
Ensure that the public is informed, notice boards and through other means like drum beating every time a new batch of work is allotted. Fix a specific day and a specific time and place to provide information about REGS. On the day, ensure that the public is informed of the work allotted or ready to be allotted, along with the names of allottees, their date of application, location and type of work, and other relevant information. Implementation and supervision of works. An open project meeting with all potential workers and open to people from the Gram Panchayat should be held to explain the work plans and their details and work requirements before the work commences. The Vigilance and Monitoring Committee members should be selected or announced at this meeting. At these meetings, for each of the types of work allotted, the wage norms must be explained to the people and put up on the notice board. A board with details of works like estimates and running costs, material, labor and funds must be put up at every site. The public must be able to access muster rolls on demand.
1,87,050 రూపాయలు శాంక్షన్ టెక్నికల్ శాంక్షన్ ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. మనం చేసిన పని ఏంటంటే 23,470 రూపాయల పని కూలీలకు చెల్లించడం జరిగింది.
Every week, 5 workers must verify and certify all the bills and vouchers of their work site. A copy of the sanction or work order must be available for public inspection at the work site. A daily materials register must be kept and verified by 5 workers every day. The daily Individual measurement records for each work and worker must be available for public inspection. Payment of unemployment allowance. A weekly public announcement of work allocation should be made and work allocation orders must be displayed publicly. All recipients and amounts of payment must be read aloud to ensure that the illiterate are not cheated and also to check ghost payments. A list detailing all payments to be made must be put up in a public and easily accessible place prior to the reading aloud of the list. Provisions may be made to facilitate payments through post office and other financial institutions. The Gram Panchayat should automatically generate each week in advance of the weekly meeting a list of individuals eligible for receiving the unemployment allowance. Payment of wages. Wages must be paid within 7 days. Wages must be paid at a designated public place at a designated time. All muster roll copies must be put up on notice board and make payment details available for public scrutiny. Minimum wage must be ensured. Any wage payments due to workers. Verification of works for conformity with the work order in terms of specifications and quality must be carried out at an open project meeting with all REGS workers who worked on that site and open to all the people of the Gram Panchayat.
వర్షాలు లేకపోతే ఉయ్యాలో మేము బతకనలే మమ్మ ఉయ్యాలో వర్షాలు లేకపోతే ఉయ్యాలో మేము బతకనలే మమ్మ ఉయ్యాలో నీరన్న లేకపోతే ఉయ్యాలో మాకు దామన్న లేదమ్మా ఉయ్యాలో నీరన్న లేకపోతే ఉయ్యాలో మాకు దామన్న లేదమ్మా ఉయ్యాలో వానమ్మ వానమ్మ ఉయ్యాలో ఒకసారన్న వచ్చిపోవే ఉయ్యాలో వానమ్మ వానమ్మ